Welcome to ABC Interactive English. Hello, I'm Kiki.
I'm Mike.
Mike, we've been having fun at the arcade for 2 days now.
Boy, my wrists hurt, my thumb's in pain from pressing buttons and moving joysticks. It's been great.
But
Yes.
we've set a limit, so we're not using up all our money, but we still have some money left.
Okay.
And last time we left off, Clyde and Lorena, they were dancing.
Oh, that's right. They were going to hit the dancing games first. These are sometimes called rhythm games as well. Dancing or drumming or things like that. They often go with music and you have to press buttons right at the right time on the beat. I think there's a new computer game where you have to fight to the rhythm of the music.
Oh, wow.
It's like a fighting game mixed with a rhythm, like a dancing game. I haven't played it yet, but it seems very popular.
That sounds really interesting.
Yeah, but I think that type you just sit down and you use your game controller.
Okay.
Whereas the ones at the arcade are really awesome because they're big, they have flashing lights and kind of a dance floor.
Right.
Right?
You actually have to step on the arrows.
Exactly. Yeah, your feet are like your thumbs and the floor are the buttons, basically.
Right. And even though the buttons you just step on, but have you seen people, when they get into it, they even have their arms
they're spinning, their legs are crossing and all sorts of stuff. Yeah.
Do you play dance games?
I don't know if I've done that. I tried the Rockstar, the guitar ones,
right.
Guitar Hero. Yeah, I've done that one. And the drumming ones.
I like the drumming one.
And I do when I play computer games, sometimes they'll have those what are called mini games.
Okay.
So a small part of the game, in the game you might actually go into an arcade in the game world and play some of these kinds of games.
Okay, well, let's see how Clyde and Lorena does at this dancing game.
Yeah, it should be fun. Clyde and Lorena just finished dancing. I don't know what happened. I usually don't have 2 left feet.
Yeah, you had trouble keeping up with the beat today.
I can't let this game beat me. Let's go again.
Okay, so today we are talking about the final part of having fun at the arcade. And we know that Clyde and Lorena, they've set a limit on how much they want to spend. And they've decided that the first game that they're going to play is a dancing game.
That's right, and it seems they must have had a pretty good time on the dancing game because as we pick up our dialogue, Clyde and Lorena just finished dancing, didn't they? Okay, so let's see what's going on. Clyde says, "Oh, I don't know what happened." Oh, this doesn't sound good. When you say, "I don't know what happened," maybe you're kind of unhappy or a little confused about the result. It wasn't the result that you expected. I don't know what happened. I studied so hard, but I only got 35% on my quiz. I don't know what happened. And then he says, I usually don't have 2 left feet. 2 left feet? That means his feet both point the same way and one of his shoes doesn't fit because it's the right foot shoe and he's got 2. No, it has nothing to do with him changing feet. When you have 2 left feet, this is a very interesting and funny English expression, a way of saying, I can't dance. I have 2 left feet. So I guess the idea is that when I'm supposed to turn to the right, I can only turn to the left. I only go to the left because I have 2 left feet. But really, we're not actually being that careful with the idea of 2 left feet. We're just saying, I'm a terrible, terrible dancer. I have 2 left feet.
Okay, well, Lorena says, yeah, you had trouble keeping up with the beat today.
Oh, yeah, well, that will cause problems in the game.
So you're having trouble with the rhythm. And Clyde just says,
yeah, well, he says, I can't let this game beat me. Let's go again. So he wants to try again. He's a little frustrated and maybe disappointed or angry with himself. he can't keep up to the beat. They did poorly, or he lost every game. Maybe they're playing as a team, so they got a very low score. Anyways, he wants at least one more try to do better. And yes, in a rhythm game, you must be on the beat. That's the whole point.
That's right. Okay, well, in our last two sentences of our dialogue, we can actually see the word beat used in two different ways. So one is in a noun form and one is a verb. And of course, beat has many definitions, but we're just going to talk about these two today. So the first one we saw, keeping up with the beat. This is being used as a noun and it's referring to the rhythm or tempo of the music or whatever the beat is. You can talk like this. I'm going to the beat. Okay, so in the second sentence, however, beat used by Clyde is a verb. And that means to be defeated by something or someone in a competition or situation. So usually if you're a competitor or you like winning, you want to beat somebody in a game. Not beating people up. You're not hitting them.
Not that kind of beat.
You're just winning. You're being successful.
Exactly, that's right. You can beat someone, that means you were the winner, or if someone beats you, that means they were the winner and you maybe came second place.
Yep, okay, so we see that Clyde is not giving up.
No, that's right.
He's not going to be beat by this game.
That's right.
So let's find out after the break what happens to Clyde and Lorena.
They're going to spend more money. That's what happens.
They're being beat by the money.
That's true.
I don't think we should. Let's let other people have a turn.
You're right. Besides, I can take my anger out on some monsters instead.
All right, but you know I'm not good at shooting things.
That's okay. The most important thing is that you have fun.
I always have fun at the arcade with you.
All right, so Clyde and Lorena have not done very well at the dancing video game that they were trying to play. I guess Clyde just wasn't his normal self. Sometimes if you can't get the beat, you're always a little bit slow and you won't get excellent, excellent, or amazing. You'll get okay or poor, miss, or something like that. But he doesn't want to just walk away and quit being a loser. He wants to leave being a winner, so he wants to try it again. But Lorena, she has another idea.
No, Lorena says, I don't think we should.
Yeah, no.
Let's let other people have a turn.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Yeah, that's nice. And I think that usually when we go to arcades, there's kind of an unspoken rule where we should respect other visitors, right? We should take turns. We shouldn't just stay at a machine and just keep playing and not consider other people who want to have a turn at the game.
Definitely. Play the game 1 or 2 times and then, just look around. And if there are other people there standing, waiting, say, do you want to play? When I was a kid, you'd often put the coins on the machine, right? And you'd put 2 or 3 coins there. And once you'd used all your coins, then it was your turn to step away and let another person have a turn or take a turn. In this sense, we're using turn, notice, as a noun. It's not a verb like I am turning on my chair, or I am turning around to see what's behind me, or I'm turning the wheel of the car to steer. No, turn here is more like a chance, a try, an opportunity to do something or play something. This is something that most kids learn in, preschool or kindergarten. If there's one toy and it's very popular, or one thing that everyone likes to do, but everyone can't do it at the same time, then you have to take turns. I will play for a few minutes, then I will let you play, and then another person. We will take turns this way. Everyone gets a chance to play, and no one feels disappointed, sad, left out, or angry because they didn't get a turn. Back to Clyde. Clyde says, yes, Lorena is making a very good point here. He says, you're right. That is true. We should let other people take a turn. And then he has another reason to step away from the dancing game. Besides, I can take my anger out on some monsters instead. In other words, I can go play another game where I'm shooting things or hitting things or chasing things. There are monsters in the game. He'll go, I'm angry, I'm gonna shoot the monsters, and then I will feel better about playing badly on the dancing game.
Well, Lorena says, all right, but you know, I'm not good at shooting things.
Okay, so she's better on the dancing than the shooting.
But she still wants to play with Clyde.
Sure, why not?
She's gonna go and shoot monsters with him, right?
Of course, this is all for fun.
Yeah, so monster is a noun, and they are generally large, ugly, frightening, and dangerous creatures. We tell children to scare them so that they could be good.
Yep,
right?
sure. Lots of them in stories too.
Yeah. And monster is kind of an umbrella or general term to describe a lot of creatures that are generally unliked. You know, for example, zombies are monsters.
Popular monsters these days. Yeah.
Boogeyman.
Ooh, the boogeyman lives under my bed.
And Frankenstein's monster.
Sure,
the one that
monster
he created.
in Frankenstein. Yep.
And sometimes humans can be described as monsters too.
True. We could talk about terrible people in history, or a murderer might be described as a monster. But sometimes, like Shrek, monsters might look terrible, but they turn out to have a heart of gold. So
that's true.
Don't always judge monsters by their green skin and their weird ears. All right, we had this word shoot. They're going to go shoot some monsters. To shoot something is basically to use a weapon, probably of some kind, and it is a weapon that allows you to send something out from it very, very quickly, and that thing that is flying out from your weapon is going to hit something. If you have a bow, you put in an arrow, and then you will shoot the arrow. The arrow will fly through the air and hit a target. Same thing with a gun. It shoots a bullet. And of course, in video games, we're not actually using these weapons. We're using them in the game, but the same idea applies. You're trying to hit something by pointing at it and being very careful where you point, and you're hoping to, hit it in the end, shoot that thing, in this case a monster, and get some points or don't die or whatever. Back to the dialogue, Clyde says, that's okay. If you're not good at shooting things, it's not important. The most important thing is that you have fun. It's a video arcade. It's not even the Olympics or a competition or anything. It's all about fun.
Oh, that's really encouraging from Clyde. And that makes Lorena feel good too. So she says, I always have fun at the arcade with you.
Aww, isn't that sweet? Until she misses the monster and dies, and he's like, so angry. Why'd you miss the monster?
Well, the most important thing is when you go to the arcade, just have fun and enjoy yourself. Don't spend too much money.
Stick to your spending limit. That's right. And yes, have fun. That's what it's all about. Thanks for joining us, guys. We wish you all the best, and we wish you many, many, many extra lives next time you go to the arcade. Until then, all the best and bye-bye.
Clyde and Lorena just finished dancing. I don't know what happened. I usually don't have two left feet.
Yeah, you had trouble keeping up with the beat today.
I can't let this game beat me. Let's go again.
I don't think we should. Let's let other people have a turn.
You're right. Besides, I can take my anger out on some monsters instead.
All right, but you know I'm not good at shooting things.
That's okay. The most important thing is that you have fun.
I always have fun at the arcade with you.
Hello, I'm Tina. 我们来看这一课的重点单字。第一个 beat， 它可以当名词，指的是节拍；也可以当动词，指的是打败。它的动词三态是 beat， 或者是beat， beaten。 我们来看看名词节拍的例句。The music had a fast beat that made everyone want to dance. 音乐的节奏很快，让每个人都想跳舞。我们再来看看当动词用的例句，意思是打败。They couldn't beat the champions no matter how hard they tried. 无论他们多努力，都无法打败冠军。Champion 指的是冠军。下一个单字 turn 名词，依次轮到什么的机会。It's your turn to play the game. 轮到你玩游戏了。下一个单字 monster 名词，怪兽、怪物。The children imagined a monster living under their bed. 孩子们想象着一只怪物住在他们的床底下。最后一个单字 shoot 动词，射击，它的三态是 shoot, shot, shot. Karen aimed carefully before shooting the target. Karen 在射击目标前仔细瞄准。接着我们来看重点文法。第一个 two left feet 双脚不协调，以字面上的意思指的是两只左脚，用来比喻跳舞双脚打结。我们来看看这个例句。Jim always feels like he has two left feet when he tries to dance. 当 Jim 试着跳舞时，总觉得自己双脚不协调。下一个文法 keep up 跟上，它的后面常用 with 来接受词。我们来看看这个例句 I'll walk slowly so you can keep up with me. 我会走慢一点，这样你可以跟上我。最后一个文法 take one's anger out on 加名词，向什么发泄某人的怒气。Anger 指的是怒火、愤怒，可以用其他情绪的名词来替换。我们来看看这个例句 Roger had a bad day at work and took his anger out on his family. Roger 在工作上度过了糟糕的一天，就向家人发泄怒气。以上就是这一课的重点单字跟文法，我们下一课再见，拜拜。
Here's how to play. The host will be holding 3 cards. Each card will have 2 sentences containing a secret vocabulary word or phrase that has been replaced by the word bear. The host will read the sentences out loud for the contestants to guess. Whoever guesses first gets a point. The person with the most points wins. And you can play along too.
Hi, I'm Carolyn.
I'm Stephen.
I'm Kiki.
Are you both ready to play?
Yes.
I'm
Okay.
gonna beat Stephen this time.
Let the game begin. Okay, the first one is an adjective and it's one word. Most homes in Taiwan have an bear kettle. Hannah bought an bear guitar in addition to her wooden one.
Electric.
Yes,
Oh.
electric.
Did you give me that?
No, I was not even thinking in that realm.
Okay, so the word is electric.
Okay.
Most homes in Taiwan have an electric kettle. Hannah bought an electric guitar in addition to her wooden one.
Electric. Boogie, woogie, woogie.
Okay, so Kiki's got one.
Yes, she
Stephen?
does.
See if we can make it a tie.
Yes.
The next one is a noun and it's one word. What is the bear of this? Explain yourself. The class discussed the bear behind the poem in English class.
Purpose.
Point.
Meaning.
Meaning. Okay, I'll read the sentences. What is the meaning of this? Explain yourself. The class discussed the meaning behind the poem in English class.
What is the meaning of this?
You know, like that.
Yeah, I love it.
Okay, so it's 1 for 1. It's a
Okay,
tie.
all
All right,
right.
let's see what
Thanks.
the tiebreaker will be. Okay, so the last one is a phrase and it's 2 words.
Okay.
Kim wrote each invitation letter, Bear Bear. This wooden toy was made Bear Bear by my grandpa.
By hand.
I heard the B from Kiki.
What? My B came out. Okay, you'll give it to her.
Okay.
No.
I'll read the sentences.
Okay.
I want to slow down of that. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, read it.
Kim wrote each invitation letter by hand. This wooden toy was made by hand by my grandpa.
That's
Okay,
sweet.
so Kiki is the winner.
Good job, Kiki.
Haven't won in a while.
I think it the sound of Penny.